Hello, friend. Max B been out barely 3 days and the whole internet is already blowing up with people accusing him of snitching. The talk didn't pop up out of nowhere either. These rumors been floating around long before he walked out those prison gates, but the second that Max B's home news dropped, the whole timeline went wild. Everybody scrambling to figure out what's facts and what's just street gossip being pushed for clicks.
Max, what they say? We outside. Let's get it mowed.
They thought it wouldn't happen. They lied. The devil's a lie.
See, Max originally got slapped with a 75-year sentence, and somehow that thing got chopped all the way down to 17. That's when folks online started giving him the heavy side eye like, how you shave off 58 years without telling somebody something? And that's where the whole debate cracks open. Did Max cooperate or not? The craziest part is Max ain't even fully denying it. He straight up said, man, I did enough time, and if I told a little something, I told it, bro. Then he added, anybody who got a problem with me cooperating on things people already know, man, they some haters now. That's a bold statement from someone who just touched down, and the streets definitely caught that energy. Here's how the whole mess kicked off. Max B caught that monster 75-year sentence because he was the one who put the whole setup in motion. There was the stripper who was really into Max, trying to impress him heavy. And if you know anything about Max back then, he was smooth, real smooth, with that old school game to have folks doing anything to stay in his lane. So she hits Max like she been chilling with these dudes who keep flashing money, and one even pulled out a backpack stacked with $50,000 cash.
Have sex with my hot wife all around the world. It's nothing. I'm not worried about this shit, but I got a whole life to live, man. I already gave back time on a 20, on the 75 ball, man. I did a dub and came back and got my shit on PC off. I'm supposed to not cop out? So you telling me if they got a chance to come back right now and cop out, they wouldn't cop out? Come on, man. Because, you know, when you cop out, they make you do a statement version that ain't facts or whatever. That's part of the plea deal. That's why it's called a plea deal, man. But I had to do 20 years to do that. So keep that in mind. That ain't no shit. I was out in a year. I did that in a year. Now I had to let go through their process. Blew, went through the whole 3-4 denials, done up. I'm saying, then I found my shit and got relief. So if some niggas want you to ride with them, you know, misery love company. Not on my watch. I got shit to do, but we ain't doing that. I can't stay in here with these. I gotta come home and get rich.
Yeah. Max heard that and told her straight up, link with them again, and when you do, I'm sending my brother to pull up and handle business. His brother went to the hotel ready to run the play, but things got ugly real fast. One of the dudes reached for a gun, shots went off, chaos broke out, and one man ended up losing his life. That's how Max, his brother, and the stripper all got wrapped up into a murder conspiracy case that changed everything for them. Max B's version of the story is wild. He basically saying, look, he got hit with 75 years, he sat down and did 17, and by the time he got that deal, he felt like he gave the system enough. He said his brother tried 4 appeals, all denied, and Max felt like there was no chance of ever seeing him free again, so he might as well cooperate, sign off, and explain what really happened to secure his own freedom. But here's the twist. His brother is furious. He's saying that's cooperating, that's crossing the line, and that he's still fighting for his life while Max walked away.
Been countered. I think we're hearing that Max B is as solid as they come. He did not cooperate, brother.
Max B, I sent you all the paperwork.
I'm watching the 1090 Jake thing. It said that he
No, I don't care about 1090. 1090 is just a regular dude like everybody else. The documents, this is what you're looking for. Actually here. Okay. Let me guide you directly to what you want to read.
Okay, give me a paperwork breakdown.
I sent you the paperwork. This is going to guide you right to where you want to read. This is one part where he's admitting that due to his cooperation, he should be given leniency. Here, that's
what page is
other
this?
Part. That's Max B's paperwork.
Okay, yeah, but you
is,
sent me a document. What page is on it?
I don't look at it. It'll tell you that. You have all the documents. You even have the appeal. There's another part where you'll see Max B told the detectives where the girl involved in the murder robbery, where she works, with strip club, and where
is that snitching though? I've heard from
Hell
people.
Yeah, that's snitching. See, this is the part.
Hold on. If I'm a street dude, let's say me and you are street dudes, and they said, do you know where Wack works? And I said, I know Wack does podcasts or does interviews with DJ Vlad. Am I snitching?
Listen, let's paint the right picture. Academics.
Yeah.
This lady and this dude was involved in a murder robbery. We know you have some involvement as well. What do you know about them? She works at Scarlet Strip Club and lives at this location. They're letting him know she is an interest. He knows she's of interest because they put the play together.
Now, his brother's big message is basically, bro, you just ruined my shot at freedom. This whole thing has the streets arguing loud because everyone got a different take on whether Max was justified or not. As you heard, Max B said it himself, my bro filed 4 appeals and none of them worked. He ain't getting out, so I'ma just tell him what happened, own up to it, and walk out after 17 years. But the moment Max touched down, Wack 100 stepped in like he'd been waiting for this moment. He called Max out heavy, saying, nah, Max, this wasn't some last-minute cooperation. You've been talking since day one. Wack insisted Max didn't just make a deal after doing 17 years. He claimed Max actually cooperated before he was even sentenced, and Wack didn't stop there. He said whether you talk before or after, telling is still telling. Then the wild part came out because there's actual paperwork floating around backing Wack's claim. During Max B's own appeal, his lawyer, referring to Max by his real name, Wingate, argued that Max got hit with too much time and the judge didn't acknowledge any real mitigating factors. The lawyer tried to explain that this was a one-time situation and Max would never end up around that same woman again, saying the whole thing was unlikely to ever happen twice. But then came the part the internet ran with.
Some shit like misspelled words and all this shit, but we went to the thing and found the real court documents. And regardless of the misspelled words, what you was saying, what you was saying was in there. He definitely, he told where that woman lived at, where she worked at. Like,
I've been saying that though, Wack. This ain't no see. Nobody want to listen to me because I ain't got no platform.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't can, so that's what it is.
On the phone right now. So here go the thing.
Oh,
right?
all right.
Now, we got past that telling. Now, here goes the next thing. We see in 2012, the appeal was denied, right? But then in 2016, he get a 55-year time reduction, right? Now, I'm hearing about whatever went on with his attorney, but here goes the problem. If the attorney, it was misrepresentation for your defense attorney, right? Whatever the is going to go on, whatever the shit they saying is the reason why they're going to reduce your time, right? Then it's going to be documented. You can't find why he got the time reduction, bro.
Exactly. But now look, this is what I'm on the process now. I just hired a new lawyer, so I got another lawyer, my lawyer, right? But I'm filing an appeal right now that I got going on. So I gotta, I'm about to get the paperwork because my lawyer about to get it. But you do know, right? Anytime that you take a sentence, this is anybody that got common knowledge. If you know, was anybody that been in the system, when you take a plea, you got to tell them what you pleaded to. You can't just take no plea and then walk out the courtroom like George Jefferson. It don't work like that.
The lawyer himself admitted in official court documents that Max cooperated with law enforcement. He even admitted Max helped investigators locate the woman involved, Conway. So right from the jump, police already had Max talking to them. And according to the files, the cops even told Max, relax, bro, you're not in trouble. That's when everything started to twist in a way that made people look at Max B's whole case with brand new eyes. Police told Max B they were only trying to find this woman because she was last seen with the dudes that night. Now, nobody fully knows why officers went straight to Max in the first place. Maybe someone mentioned his name, maybe they followed some lead. But what's clear is the police believe she was connected to the homicide, so they pressed Max for info, and he gave it up. He told her where she stayed, where she liked to be, and who she hung around. And that right there is what set Wack 100 off. Wack is basically saying, bro, you admitted to cooperating. You gave him details, and then you got out like 50 years early while your brother's still sitting in there fighting for his life. Wack's argument hit hard. He claimed Max didn't talk once. He talked twice. First during the investigation when he told the police where the woman was.
But see they're not saying he took a plea. He's saying because his attorney got caught doing some things or whatever.
Nah, that's not what fuck what he's saying. This my life right here, Wack. I'm telling you what happened. So what happened was his lawyer was his rap lawyer at the same time, right? So what he's saying is his argument was, okay, being that my lawyer was my criminal lawyer and my rap lawyer, he never told me about no deal. Had he told me about his deal, I would have took the deal. So now the court was saying, okay, this is a conflict of interest, right? So being that this is a conflict of interest, what they did was, supposedly what they supposed to do was, okay, we'll offer you the deal, right? Because they didn't want to overturn the whole case. So we'll offer you a deal, which was 20 years. But now, in the midst of taking this 20 years, you still have to give a factual basis for your plea. You can't just take the 20 years and that's it. It don't work like that in no court system in America. You got to explain to them why you taking this 20 years and what was your part in taking this 20 years. See what I'm saying?
So he got to give something up.
And again, years later, when he signed off to secure that early release. Now, Wack is asking the whole internet, why does Max B get a pass? Why are people calling it what it is just because he's a legend? That question spun the whole discussion into a fiery online debate with fans split straight down the middle. It got so heated, Wack even pulled up on Academic's platform, ready to go back and forth about the whole situation live. Most people listening to this story ain't from the streets, and honestly, that's perfectly okay. You're not built for that kind of pressure, that non-stop chaos, and you're not supposed to be. So when regular folks hear all this, they react in a normal, logical way like, man, if the cops came asking where that woman was and I didn't pull the trigger, I'd just tell them where she at. In your mind, maybe you hyped somebody up to go rob someone, but you never told them to hurt anybody, so how could you be wrapped into a whole murder conspiracy case? To everyday people, that actually makes sense. You think with logic, not with a street code mindset. But in that street world, it don't work like that at all. Over there, even breathing one word to police, unless it's talk to my lawyer, is considered snitching, no debate. That's why this whole Max B situation turned into such a messy conversation online. Wack 100 is standing firm on his position, saying Max didn't just talk, he talked in detail.
Anytime you give any information up on anybody else other than yourself, you're telling. And this is why your crowd is not going to understand. Our rules are our rules. We don't give a damn about what the civilians or the L7 think. The minute Max B told that detective where that woman lived and where she worked, and they apprehended her, she then told on Pooh Sims, who got 120 to life, and she did like 8 years or so. She went to jail as well. You tell it. And if you read the document, you're going to read.
But I heard she told on Max B as well.
Listen, it don't matter. He told on her first.
Wack is convinced Max really cooperated. No sugarcoating, no street excuses, no rewriting the past. And if we keep it real, the paperwork and the interviews make it hard for anybody to deny that something was said along the way. But the bigger reason Wack is catching so much heat right now isn't just because he called Max B out, it's because he's been calling everybody out lately. Folks are exhausted. They're like, come on, man, can we celebrate one rapper coming home without you dragging somebody through the mud? People know Wack is making valid points, but they're tired of the negativity. They're begging for one win, one moment to just enjoy without a dark cloud hanging over it. That's the whole vibe online. Frustration mixed with facts. Everybody knows deep down Max talk, but folks don't want to admit it out loud. They're like, man, can we just enjoy one rapper touching down without all this drama exploding again? But Wack is not letting anything slide. He's like, nah, bro, call it what it is.
Wack even compared Max's situation to other cases, saying Push called the rat, T Grizzly called rat, Max B too. Meanwhile, people online are practically begging him to chill, saying, can we please get one win without another scandal? But here's the truth. This generation doesn't react to snitching the same way the older era did. Folks have become so desensitized that unless someone is literally on the stand pointing their finger, the internet shrugs it off. People stop treating the street code like something sacred, and Wack is angry that the culture let it slide this far. And Wack didn't stop there. He even hopped on a jail call with Max B's own brother, the same brother claiming Max told on him. And now it's not just rumors anymore. Even Max himself has admitted it. Max said, "Yeah, I copped out. Yeah, I told them what they wanted to hear after 20 years. His reasoning was simple. He was hit with 75 years, his brother's 4 appeals got denied, and he felt like he had nothing left to lose. To Max, it was pure survival. He felt trapped, cornered, done. But his brother, he ain't buying that explanation at all. He's still locked up, still fighting appeals, still trying to claw his way out, and feels like his own family cut off his last chance at freedom. He feels like Max's statements didn't just hurt him, they straight up crushed his last shot at freedom. Now the whole scene is split in half, with people arguing loyalty versus logic, family versus survival, and everybody got something to say about it. And here's where everything really starts heating up. That jail call between Wack 100 and Max B's brother flipped the whole conversation on his head. The brother was emotional, saying, "Man, he ain't just tell, he told on me." You could hear the pain in his voice. Over 20 years down, still fighting for any opening, and now watching his own blood walk free while he's still sitting behind bars. Wack kept pushing for every detail, trying to get the full story. The brother claimed that after Max signed those papers and cooperated, the DA used that information against him in later appeals, basically locking him in even tighter. That's why he's furious. He feels like Max didn't just save himself, he buried him too. That one statement alone shook the internet and had fans arguing nonstop. Some people online are saying, "Man, Max did what he had to do. He already sat down almost 2 decades." But others are snapping back like, "Nah, if you gave info that damaged your brother's appeal, that's straight betrayal." The arguments are wild, and social media is going crazy trying to pick a side. And through all the noise, Max B's camp is staying silent. No statements, no interviews, no explanations, nothing. But one thing everybody can see clear as day is the paperwork, the court filings, the timelines, the confessions. They all line up the same way. Cooperation, confession, early release. It's right there for anyone who wants to dig into it. Now Wack is out here saying, "Don't let fame rewrite reality." He's calling out every person defending Max just because they like him, claiming the industry is turning a blind eye because they don't want to ruin the legend's comeback. And that's what got people so riled up, the double standard. If this was anybody else, the internet would have dragged him with zero hesitation. The streets are watching every move now. Folks want to know, will Max speak up again? Will his brother drop more info? Is Wack gonna expose even more paperwork? This whole situation isn't cooling off. It's getting messier by the minute. Blogs, podcasts, and YouTube channels are dissecting every single word coming from both sides like it's a crime documentary. This story is everywhere right now. Folks digging up court records, interviews, old clips, anything they can find trying to figure out who's really telling the truth. Wack 100 standing on business, heavy, doubling down like he's not backing off an inch. He keeps saying, "Ain't no confusion. The man cooperated, period." And he keeps reminding everybody that the paperwork he's talking about came straight from official court files, not rumors, not whispers, not internet guessing. But fans are split down the middle. Half the people online are saying, "Max B did his time, let that man breathe." And the other half snapping back like, "Nah, bruh. Freedom bought through betrayal don't count." And because both sides are talking loud, the whole situation just keeps getting bigger. Max B hasn't said anything publicly about the accusations, but insiders claim he's locking in on music and rebuilding his life. Word is he's been in the studio nonstop, stacking tracks, booking interviews, and mapping out a full comeback plan. But no matter how focused he is, this controversy refuses to leave his name. The same streets that once crowned him the wave god are now giving him the side eye, wondering if the love they had for him is still real or if the energy changed forever. Meanwhile, Wack 100 is keeping pressure on the whole situation. He's jumping on Clubhouse, calling out industry names, challenging anybody to dispute the paperwork. He keeps saying, "Don't get mad at me, get mad at the facts." And the way he's talking got the whole culture in a chokehold, debating loyalty, law, and what being solid even means anymore. The tension between old school street values and modern day fame is louder than ever. This ain't just about Max. It's exposing a major shift in how the culture defines loyalty. Is doing decades behind a cell still the code, or is survival starting to replace silence in this new era? That's the question blasting through every comment section right now. One thing's clear, Max B's freedom came with a heavy price, and everybody's watching to see how he carries it moving forward. Because honestly, this might be one of the clearest, most straightforward snitching accusations the rap world has seen in a long time. But here's the twist. Max is playing the game smart. He's home now, and instead of running around doing interviews, trying to argue with the internet, or trying to rewrite the narrative, he's keeping his mouth shut, moving low-key, staying silent, and pushing forward like nothing can shake him now. Max is treating silence like it's his whole shield right now. He knows the second he opens his mouth, everything flips upside down. The moment he sits in an interview and tries to clear things up, Wack 100 gonna pop out waving every document, every quote, every old clip like a trophy. And Max knows that. That's why staying silent is his safest move. And honestly, it's working. As long as Max keeps his lips sealed, his fans can defend him easy. They can say they just hating, trying to pile on him again. But the minute Max actually speaks, the floodgates burst open, and every platform gonna dissect his words non-stop. So for now, Max is moving like a real veteran, staying cool, keeping his energy steady, and walking around like the Harlem General he's always been. He's smiling in pictures, moving around calm, no drama, no back and forth, just that smooth wave energy he's known for. No clapbacks, no long speeches, just peace and motion. But don't get it twisted. The second he breaks that silence, even for a moment, this entire story might explode all over again. This whole situation is sitting on a timer, and everyone knows it. Don't forget subscribe and comments. Thanks.